Hello friends, welcome back to Civil Engineering Mastery. Staircase is an important component of a building, providing access to different floors and roofs of the building. In this video, let's discuss all about tread rise staircase or freestanding type staircase. So let's begin. This is the general arrangement of tread rise type staircase. So here you can see it looks like step only. There will not be any based slab. You can see this arrangement. This is the vertical portion. This is riser and this horizontal is called tread. This is the thickness. How we call the base slab thickness, right? Similarly, we have the tread rise thickness. So this is the thickness, vertical thickness, and this is the horizontal thickness. This one is mid landing. As we climb on the step, so we'll be having the landing, right? So this is the mid landing level and this is the roof level landing, and this one we call as going. From this riser to this riser we call it as going, and this is the height between two floors, total height between floors. So friends, it is always very important to know about the basic dimensions of staircase. So how much we need to provide. Riser, as you all know, the vertical portion of the step, so that should be 150 mm to 180 mm for residential building, and for a public building it should be 120 to 150 mm. So always you should remember these values whenever you design the dimensions of the staircase. Next, tread. Tread is the horizontal portion of the step. For residential building it should be 220 to 250 mm. For public building it should be 250 to 300 mm. Next, width of the stair. Width of the stair is this one, width of the step. So this is one step, right? So this is the width of the step. So for residential it should be 850 to 1600 mm. For commercial building we can provide up to 2000 mm as a width of stair. And length of the flight. Length of the flight is from here to here. This is the total length of one flight. In that length of the flight, the number of steps is not more than 12 and not less than. So minimum we should have the number of steps. It should not be less than that. Similarly, maximum we should have only 12 steps per flight. So this is our first flight, and then we'll be having the landing, and this is the second flight. So this is very important. You should always keep it in mind when designing the staircase. Next one is width of landing. It should not be less than the width of stair. So this is the width of landing. Width of stair is this one. So always width of landing should not be less than the width of stair. Next one is headroom. The minimum vertical headroom above any step should be around 2 meters. Now let's calculate height of each flight, number of risers, number of treads, and going length. First let's see how to calculate height of each flight. So when you design the dimensions of the staircase, you will be having the basic dimensions like floor to floor height. So this is the floor to floor height. So height of each flight we need to calculate. That means like from here to here, that is the one flight height, and again from here to this flight, so that is second flight height. So height of flight is equal to height of the floor divided by 2. So this is the height of the floor. Here I took it as 3 meter. 3 meter is 3000 mm, right? So 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5 meter. So we'll be having the one flight height of 1.5 meter. So this is how you have to calculate height of each floor. Next, number of risers per flight. So riser is the vertical element. Here how many risers we have, that we need to calculate. That means like we'll be having the height, floor height. From this we need to arrive each of the components, like how much riser we have to provide, how many treads we have to provide, that we need to calculate. So now we know the height. So from this we need to find out the number of risers per flight. Height of each flight divided by thickness of riser. So we know height of each flight. One flight height we know, that is 1.5 meter. That divided by thickness of riser will give you the number of risers per flight. So here we have the riser thickness as 150 mm. So 1.5 meter divided by 0.15, which gives 10 numbers. So we'll be having 10 number of risers here. Next one is number of tread. Number of tread is equal to number of risers minus 1. Tread is this horizontal component. So number of tread is equal to number of risers minus 1. So we have 10 number of risers minus 1, which is 9. So you can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 risers per flight. Next one is going length. So going length is the distance between the first riser to the last riser. So that we need to calculate. So now we know the number of tread, right? Number of tread is 9 numbers, and then multiplied with the tread thickness. So that will give you the going length. So tread thickness here is 250 mm. Number of tread is 9 numbers multiplied by 250. We get 2250 mm, that is 2.25 meter as the total going length. So this length is without this landing. So if we take this one as 3 feet or 3 feet 6 inches, that also we need to add along with that. So this is only the length of the steps from the first riser to the last riser. So that is going length. Now let's see how the tread rise type staircase differs from this waist slab staircase. So this is tread rise staircase and this is the waist slab staircase. You can see how the arrangement looks like. So this is like freestanding type staircase, and here we'll be having the waist slab below the steps. So this is the difference between these two type of staircases. So this is very easy to construct and convenient to make the formwork and all. So in this tread rise type staircase, it is little difficult to make the formwork. It need skilled people, and then reinforcement also it is little difficult. Let me show you how the reinforcement arrangement looks like for this tread rise type staircase. So this is how it looks like. Look into this. So you will be having loop kind of thing. So you can see here, this is one loop and this is the another loop. This is horizontal and this is vertical. So both are like connected. So in this way only we have to provide the reinforcement for this tread rise type staircase. Whereas in waist slab we provide normal reinforcement like this. So this is the reinforcement arrangement between tread rise type staircase and the waist slab staircase. So friends, I hope this video was very helpful to you. Please do comment in the comment box. Your comments are always welcome, and don't forget to subscribe the channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.